Hello, hello gamers, what's up? It's time to slay the princess again. Hello everyone, what's up Lane? Hello Bink, thank you so much for the sub Bink, I appreciate it. Thank you, 4 months. Wild. Thank you. Hello Mochi. Let's see who else is here. Cairo King, thank you so much for the care package so soon. Holy crap, this is loud. Hold up. This is a little loud for me. Okay, I put it on 10. Can y'all still hear it okay? Can we riz the princess instead? We rizzed the princess my first playthrough, actually. It was actually quite entertaining and fun. I don't really know how this playthrough is gonna go, but I'm gonna try and make maybe the opposite decisions I made, so I don't know if we're gonna riz her this time. We'll see what happens. See? Riz the princess. I mean, it would be cool to riz her again. Always start the stream with a care package. Thank you. Thank you. Sounds okay? Okay. No, Bink, you know, you can hear my voice just fine. I feel like the music in this game's really good, though. Oh no, Mochi! Good luck on finals. Good luck. It's hard on everybody right now. I see a lot of people struggling. Absolutely struggling. But, good luck with that. No worries at all if you can't be present. So some things. I just found out today that I'm gonna have to get up, like, ass o'clock early in the morning, like 5 a.m. early. So, I don't think this stream really lasted that long last time to slay the princess. I think it was like 4.5 hours or something like that, which is fine. Even if it lasted that long, I think we still should be okay, but I can't stay up super late tonight. RIP. Anyways, yeah, finals are brutal. I really, really hope you can get through them okay. Oh god, I'm sorry. 5:30 a.m. You know, I wouldn't mind getting up that early, really. I really, really would like to get up that early, but I'm just not a morning person. I'm not. When I'm up, it's good. I'll get my coffee, I'll get started, and I really like, you know, how productive I am in the mornings because no one's bothering me, right? But yeah, it doesn't always happen because I'm not a morning person. I like my sleep because I'm a cat, obviously. Okay, gang, I don't really know what angle we're gonna go with here. Since we ultimately did end up with the princess last time.
Woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Dun dun dun. She's going to... because she's locked up. I can't remember what all I had last time. So it's gonna be interesting, really. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with it?
Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do. Like nihilists or very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, you never know. Hello, Bex, welcome in. Not a morning person either, but you just gotta roll into the shower to wake up. True. True. I take my showers in the evening, but I would prefer taking them in the morning because I just feel so much more woken up after I've had one. That is so true and real. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
The mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
If you kill her, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna be like, well, what if you kill her immediately? What'll happen?
The princess
so I think that
is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
We're going to go into it, and I would like to slay the princess first thing, because that was my ultimate thing last time. I did not want to slay her. I would only slay her when the game would make me.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I beg to differ.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
So says you, exactly. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget, I'm not... Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh my god, all of these are so good. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Dang. Well then. Let's silently continue to the cabin here.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, we are going to slay her this time. Voted for the princess ever, right?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I wonder what would happen if you don't take the knife.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Ooh.
It's almost as if
Thank you
she's
for the
the one in
hydrate
charge
text.
down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
So, an interesting factoid here. The princess voice, or should I say the voice actress that voices the princess is actually a VTuber herself, which I thought was rad. Someone commented that on my video on YouTube, and I thought, holy crap, that's amazing. And I meant to check her out, I just haven't yet, but like, interesting fact. Well, hi! Just checking in on you. Hi, I think I'm here to kill you. I don't know, do we want to like open with that? What happens if you open with that? Have you made the raisin cane sauce? I have not made it yet, but I think I have all the stuff to make it, I just haven't had it yet. I'm waiting until I make homemade chicken strips first. Has she played? I have played it before, yes. I have played this game before. So I played this game I think it was like almost Halloween, right after Halloween maybe? No, I played it like shortly before Halloween. I played it. Bonked by Nautilus. Hello, welcome. I have played this game before, but I have been getting messages and comments for me to replay it because there is so much to this game. Like, there's a lot of different princesses, and like, I've been meaning to replay it, but I didn't know that I was gonna stream it. Well, I'm like, well, if people want to see it, I will stream it. So It's so odd listening to her talk because I just hear the princess talking about things. Oh, I made it with some homemade crispy chicken and it's totally the sauce. Nice. Has Miss Princess VTuber slayed the princess? I don't know. I don't know. Play through with Jonathan, Nicole in attendance and doing a live V8. That's amazing. I would like to catch that actually. That sounds really cool. I don't know what to say here. I don't even remember what I said last time.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job.
Yes, ma'am.
You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I think I'm here to kill you. I don't know.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
After we had that talk, so I had to share it with you. Thank you. I can't wait to try it now.
Leading her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Not really.
Focus
No.
on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I'm gonna still my nerves and step forward. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna freaking do it, okay? You know, you don't...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
I'm
your
sorry,
resolve.
Miss Princess. I really don't mean this.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
No questions asked. Offer? Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward.
Holy
without a
crap!
moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Do it, Anakin?
Oh,
No, don't call me that.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
We crave violence.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh no.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying,
She kinda hot
she
though.
entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Bonk. It was too easy, right? That was way too easier. I feel like it's a
over.
trick.
You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing.
Why y'all
hidden.
bonking me? Down, girl, down. I saw her first. No. She's mine,
We should
sorry.
make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you
Fucking me.
everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Make sure to just leave her. Okay, she's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I don't feel very
But
good
that
about
day
it.
isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Plus, 100 to scumbag stat, thanks. Right? It makes me feel awful.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago,
The only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Bro, what? So I'm just in this void in the cabin for all the rest of eternity, but it's fine because everyone else is happy? And I'll be happy eventually? Oh my god, I was so right to not slay her in the beginning, like in my first playthrough. This is... right here. This is bullshit.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Slay it. Oh my god.
We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
There's no way. Did you hear that, narrator? I'm happy we're happy. I mean... how do you get us out of here?
But you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
We killed the Batman.
It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
So what do we do here? Am I still gonna get the Ghost Princess no matter what? Since I killed her, since I slayed her? Like, is that gonna happen? Because I do want to see Ghost Princess a lot. You're not the only person to say Ghost Princess is really cute, so I really want to see her. Is this going to affect anything? Go along with the hero? So anything to get us out of here, huh? This one? Why bonk? Why bonk me? So use this one, huh? If you don't use the blade, you get the good ending. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna get the ghost one.
Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine.
Ingrate.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Okay.
Princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
I killed myself.
The end.
Good ending feels relative in this game. Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Hello, Kay. Thank you for the care package.
It will be the end.
Getting a drink right now. Oh, wait. Who do I have the voice of this time since I've killed her? I kind of want to know.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
Yeah, you go through this a certain amount of times, actually.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She won't be a problem.
Oh my god. That's the first time I've seen that voice.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
The Forest Princess.
Is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I don't know. I've seen the Thorn Princess, and then there's one where it's like she's in a jungle. But I don't remember what that princess is called. I did not. And slaughtered. Oh my goodness.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We did kill her already. Ooh, do we want to take the blade? Or do we want to just enter the basement? Is she gonna be hostile towards us since we have the blade? I know sometimes that happens. It switched and then Thorn Princess last time. Ah. Knife will solve all the problems. But I know she's less hostile if you don't take the knife in there. If she's dead, why bother? Right? So if she's dead already, why would I need the knife? I don't need the knife. If you fight the witch, instead of giving her the knife, you'll get the forest. Hello, Lord Primary, welcome in. Actually, we're just about to see... Of course, we just went through the first act. So, like, you get regular normal princess and we slayed her. So, we are about to see, I believe, the ghost princess. But I'm trying to debate whether to take the blade in there or not. Hostility means nothing if we hold the knife. Yeah, this is technically the first princess we're about to see. So, you have not missed anything. So... leave the knife? We still have our guns left. Okay, let's just enter the basement then. I don't think that we would need the knife. Because we technically already killed her.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
Would you stab a ghost? I mean, we could certainly try, but I don't think we would be successful.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step...
This isn't a ghost, she's skeleton!
A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
She's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Oh my god!
And finally,
she's
the
so
rest
cool!
of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Yeah, killer.
Hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, she's gonna off me, isn't she?
The princess
here I go.
the room into your
Hi.
orbit,
It's okay
gently
if you
running
end
her
me,
fingers
it's...
across your shoulders and down your neck as as she
I deserve
circles.
it. She caught me slipping. I deserve it. I deserve everything she's about to do to me.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Ah! This is so great! Oh my god.
And she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I'm gonna wait and see how things play out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to grab her. Play it cool.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
No? Want to marry me?
So, does that mean you regret what you've done?
Yeah?
Are you here to apologize and make nice?
Yeah?
Beg for absolution, maybe?
Yeah?
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Okay. Would you like for me to get down on my hands and knees? Okay, y'all, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't. I'm sorry. Oh god, there's a lot of... Oh crap. What'd I do? Okay. Where is she? Slay. The princess. Please leave me alone. Please sign the princess, your consequences are imminent. Okay, let's read through some of these options here, because this is freaking great. I mean, marry the... I mean, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy. Oh, I'm actually surprised there were no bonks given there. No bonks. Usually y'all bonk me pretty hard for that. Santa there. Let's lose a little. Yes. What I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. The people who wanted you dead tricked me and the enemy of the enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world? Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade and then the two of us can fight. Retrieve the blade. Grab the princess. I want to choose... There is a lot of options here. Follow your heart? Okay, well then I'm gonna get bonked for it. Which one is it? Okay, it's this one. I'm gonna choose this one. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you?
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement. The place won't let me leave.
Okay.
I
Box.
tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just...
Oh, she's so
If
cool
she can't
looking.
get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Oh, sick, man.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I mean,
She is.
I would let her.
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so
We can still try to punch the ghost. Don't think it will do anything, but it will make us look like a ghost with your severity. There's another ghost princess? Would you look the ghost go inside you? Well, you're about to see your answer. Some snuggle therapy could fix that.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I think I will, Mr. Narrator. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Sounds great. Do it. I mean, of hers made me jump from my seat. Yes, they're really great. I love them. I think we're just gonna do it. I mean, like, I wouldn't ask any
Princess
questions.
Swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer.
Oh, friend zoned. Pal
What are you
zoned.
doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Ooh.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Oh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain,
Oh.
your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this
Don't
is
worry
what
about the
it's like to
gold,
be
we
young,
have
huh?
feathers. Our Riz game is killer.
Voice narrating your every move.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All
Ooh.
these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Whoa.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about him.
Yeah, the lore drop in this route caught me off guard. Yeah, this is crazy.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Oh.
That's rude.
are the mirror, yes.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself
Like,
off the ground.
Already
The
knowing how
princess
the
is
game
nowhere to be
ends
seen.
and what the narrator
Obviously,
actually
she's nowhere
is.
to be seen.
And knowing how the game ends already and like replaying it and like finding these nuggets is like crazy.
Because I'm in here with all of you.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
The narrator hated me in my last playthrough of this.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I'm gonna leave the basement. They put me in a room. I liked it there. I died there. They buried me where the flowers grew. 1 grew up, 2 grew down. That drove me crazy. It must have been love. Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I
Doubt
do
it.
hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue
We're leaving
slowly
with the
to
princess.
door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Good, thank
You
you.
lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
It's the same as before.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Oh, I got an achievement. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you. She's so cute, y'all. Look at her. Beautiful but dark, mommy. Yeah, she does, really. She's so cute.
Oh, you actually freed me, didn't you? I saw. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Claire.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Ooh. There come the hands. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
Hmm.
I'm begging you.
We're gonna approach
don't
the mirror.
do this.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Ignore him. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh. I think I basically explored these the last time.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I think it's the only voice to not react to the mirror with fear.
The
You know what?
space
I think you're
within is
right.
vacant.
Because
No one
every...
comes here but us.
all the other voices were very skeptical and like... skeptical and really just... they didn't want anything to do with it. I think since we've played this game before, we're not really going to explore any of these options. Because we know, right? We already know.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature
Really?
of
It's always
perception.
new. I didn't know that.
She can
Thank you
make
for letting me
forget,
know.
If only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I need to find? Since I say the princess, you're going to do... okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Hooey. The hero and the princess.
You're
Oh,
on
I
the
think I
path
got this one
in the
already.
woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
If don't, it'll be the end of the world. Continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. She will cheat. We're not going to go... Ignore him. He doesn't know what...
Wait, I think I've had this one before?
The interior of
Wait.
the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
This is the reset! Oh!
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do we want to enter the basement without the knife? Because I don't think I've ever done this one without the knife before. That's right, you do always return to chapter 1. But I thought that it went... Okay, maybe I'm forgetting. It's been a while since I played the last one. Okay. So... let's think about this. Explore, take the blade. I think let's go down without the blade this time. What do y'all think? You got the damsel. Okay, yes, that's what I thought. Oh, well, I'm already here at the cabin. Like, I can't leave now. I can't just leave now. So... if I don't take the knife, I get the damsel one. If I take the knife... Hold up. There are a few you can get without the knife. You get the damsel or the witch without the knife. But if I take the blade, will I get any that I haven't gotten before? If I take the blade. Because if I take the blade, I'm trying to think what happens, or like what are my options here. There's a lot that I haven't gotten. So I think that if I don't take the knife, then I'm gonna either get the damsel or the witch. And I think that I've gotten both of those, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna take the blade here.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, Lois, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you. You can try different things: betrayal, run away, among others. It matters more what you do with the princess than if you take the blade. Gotcha.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it...
Okay. Let's continue down. We've already, we already know this. There's more than just damsel or witch, but damsel and witch can also lead to ones you have not seen. Ah, there's so much here.
Binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat?
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Should do the unthinkable and abandon her down there?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is.
I think my first playthrough, I dropped the knife.
Isn't very becoming of us.
So instead of dropping it, I'm gonna tighten it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade or slay the princess. Yeah, I did get the wild one before. What, don't they call that the Beast Princess? I can't remember. Or is that something totally different?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she...
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Oh, it's different. Okay. Drop the blade? It's been a month in the subreddit. They keep finding new stuff. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
So you're telling me there's a chance? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No. Oh, I could lie to her. What would happen if I lied to her? Is that like anything significant, I wonder? Would it be anything significant if I lied to her? Like betraying a Thorns if you are a horrible person? I'm not a horrible person. I could never do that, the Thorn one. The Thorn one was like great.
You're lying.
Oh god.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I've already really basically asked these questions before. I betrayed Thorn and it was awful. I couldn't do that. There's no way.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Oh, I don't think I've ever done this one. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. What about this one? Would this lead to anything different? Getting you out of here, examine the change. Adios, princess. Oh, should we slay her here? Do we slay her here? Slay her? When you say do it, do you mean to off her? Do you mean that we are princess slaying at this moment? Yes? Leave her behind? Oh, okay, we'll do it.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Slay Queen.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Slay the princess I have made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
She's a
It's
princess.
a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to...
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, There will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right?
What?
She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't think she's bluffing either.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. We are leaving her.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the
Put a
heavy
freaking
wooden
table
that
right there.
once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh!
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh no.
I won't forget what you did, but I'll never forget it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh!
No, it doesn't.
Oh! Oh, what do we do? Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilt. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep? I'm gonna ignore her. I'm gonna ignore her and go to sleep. Unless saying any of these other things matters, really. I'm going to just ignore her. God, this is crazy. I don't know. We're gonna ignore her.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to her.
Bird nap.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence.
Bird eepy.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet,
man.
but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
Oh
then
man.
your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She
Yes.
steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your
Oh my
organs
God,
shutting
she's
down
weird.
one by one.
Oh my God.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, But it is.
Dang.
Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
The nightmare. What? Sick.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to slay.
Okay, we're here to slay the princess. Proceed to the cabin. We're going to the cabin this time, right? So, let's see here. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
So this is the voice of the paranoid.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
Ooh.
The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table.
Yo, there's
knocked
things right
outside in
here.
the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame.
Only second only to Smitten. I freaking love the Smitten. Smitten's my favorite.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Alright, gang. So, we're taking the blade. I guess y'all said it doesn't really matter, does it? If you take the blade, or I guess it does matter if you take the blade versus if you don't. Nightmare Princess, I'm almost thinking we might need to take the blade. Because that just sounds terrifying. But then again, I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. Are we taking the blade? Are we taking it or are we leaving it? What are the consequences here? Doesn't matter here, but in a way. But sure, take it. Just to feel safe. You can type. You can punch your nightmares, Mia. I mean, I'm thinking you could. You could if you tried really hard. We'll take the blade. I'm good with taking
You
it.
reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
He's so real.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Can we have a bomb?
Do we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement. Well, thank you, Lara, for
You
the.
cross over the threshold
Thank you for the
and onto
say
a series
the
of
care package.
isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood.
What's up, Lara? I
If
hope
the
you're
princess
having
lives
a
here,
good
slaying her
day.
will probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to die? We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Down there she... Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I'm kind of into it. I'm not gonna lie. Step off into the void between the Oh. You can step off into the void? Continue down the stairs in silence.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge,
Is
you
there a
find
party down
yourself
there? No,
between
but there's
two
a hot
loose
princess, I
rows
think.
of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Me?
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Do you promise? Go right, go left, do nothing, go back the way you came. Well, she said it didn't matter, so I'm gonna go right. Oh, there's an eye right there. Well, I am gonna go to the right. I'm not hiding, I'm right here. Me. So me. Lays dramatically on the floor. Oh no. Whatever will I do now? Okay, we're gonna go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
Give me a kiss.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches,
Yo!
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
You're just gonna have
What
to...
do you do? Pull yourself together.
Oh, Lane, thank you so much for the biddies. Please have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me while you could. I appreciate it. Sleep well. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Yeah, she definitely does have a corpse bride thing going on.
As your blood begins to
Oh.
coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
It didn't even give me a chance to romance her. Like, that's bullcrap. I should have been able to romance her.
Your lungs pull in a desperate
Oh!
gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Heart.
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
What?
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Thanks.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after I killed you last time? I'm kind of wanting to ask her, why won't she finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop!
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves.
What? This is
One
crazy.
moment, and then you're gone.
Nerves,
Just
heart,
like
lungs, liver,
that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
and there's the
nerves,
fear.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She pulls away. Liver, nerves, heart,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
heart,
I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Oh.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Okay, let's read through all of these. What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you. Okay, I don't want to ask her any of this. You're a lunatic, you know that. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. Yeah, her dress is really pretty. I like it a lot. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. Do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. Run or slay the princess. Holy crap. What are we gonna do? Cosplay as a princess. Aw, thank you, Bink. Thank you, Bink. Let's see, what do we do? Which princess though? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you. Wait, no, I think I want to help her leave. Okay, let's get out of here together. What if we left together? Suggest staying with the nightmare? Because see, I was thinking about this one or this one. I mean, I would stay with the nightmare, like honestly and truthfully. This was my first option, staying with the nightmare. I think we're gonna do that. We can slay the monarch. We've already slayed her though. We've already slayed her. Fine, you win. I'll leave. I'll let you leave. And make the rich happy. Did nightmare once, so I don't know all the outcomes. Alright. We should have a vote. Alright, do we want to remain with our... Okay, poll. Poll time. Do we want to... remain with Nightmare? Or do we want to leave together? These are my only options. Or, you know what? We'll say slay. Okay, 3 options. Go. Poll is up. Vote. We've got 2 for remain with the nightmare. 3. I'm good with that. I remember last season. Chucking away back there, I know I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Okay, y'all think I have made y'all's voice heard here. We're going to go with remain with the nightmare. It's a sick beat, right? Remain with the nightmare.
Serious. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
Okay, I accept that.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oh.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Oh man, I wanted to see it.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Oh.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Oh.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. What? The moment of clarity?
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think.
The voice of the
It's all so
broken.
fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah, he's great, right? Narrator's always great.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
Voice of the stubborn.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
The submission.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't know. How many times have I been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know. Only way out of this is to do nothing. so nothing I will do. Stay where you are. I don't know. I mean...
Of course we're wrong. She is the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? We're gonna proceed to the cabin. We're gonna go to the cabin, I think. Avengers assemble. The only Avengers I need. Let's go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right.
Oh.
There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone.
It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
There's definitely a mirror up there.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Wait. Explorer, and what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
Oh my
She's on the
God.
other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can
Team
have
smitten.
our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one.
Team
Do
smitten.
you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. It already has worked.
The blade.
Don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade, it's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Wow, so I have to take it. Oh, you have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
Oh.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she
Dude.
speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Melt me!
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together.
Do a
exploring
flip.
the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
I'm okay with that.
A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want.
Okay.
Gilded and everything. Now
Okay.
don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
What are we supposed
Oh,
to
I'm
do?
taking her
She
hand.
took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well. There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
Oh. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago, but what? Something... Oh, I have no choice but to take her hand.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even.
I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Oh. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it will be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. A bit of clarity as a metaphor to how your lack of decisiveness can harm those around you. The voices in this case, but that's just my opinion. Really cool route. It really is. That's like very interesting. Lots of cool little details in this game. If you leave the blade and go up to retrieve it later to kill her and then leave her behind, she'll have gnawed off her arm and she'll have the 3 arms in chapters 1 and 2. What? And we can both... Oh my god, Bex, really? Really? Okay. You step forward towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels... okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready.
I feel that.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Y'all said one of these changed, right? Like the vessel? When I go back, it's as if it's an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I? Do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Okay, here we go.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Aww. That's kind of
Do not
sad.
mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
That's interesting. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess? So you go back to one,
You're
okay.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a You're here to slay her.
Alright, so we don't go to the cabin? Is that what you said? Don't go to the cabin this time, Mia. It's fun. I don't know if I trust you on that. But, you know, we've not done that before, you know? Turn around and leave. The skedaddle route.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Because the description makes the nightmare be less of a monster and more of a misunderstood Sunday. I'll go to the cabin. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. World ending. I relish to quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Okay.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
What?
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave
Really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Try and leave.
If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Quietly continue down the path. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin
What the
again.
heck?
Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I'll start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. I assume I do this one, correct? Second option? There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. So I guess we'll do this one.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who
We
ever
ate cabins here. Okay.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh no.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yep, okay, heading straight to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. I get it, I'm going to the cabin. Do we want to go to the cabin this time? Or do we keep not going to the cabin? If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Do we head to the cabin this time? Or like, is it every chapter we don't go to the cabin? Question time. Oh, I have no more water. So yes, we go to the cabin this time? Okay, hold up. I need to open this new water. We can choose whatever this time. Gotcha. Fenrir wants us to off the monarch so bad. Okay, we silently proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go.
Yo, what are these walls, man?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you
Finn
from
hates the
slaying her.
princess.
Don't. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No,
True.
take in the knife. Have you seen this place?
Are we gonna take the knife this time?
We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me.
My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm fine.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright, so. Take the blade. She's got that fancy dress. I say corruption. You could be correct. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Then how are we supposed to hold it?
The two rarest endings because of it, really? That's pretty cool.
The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Keep your grip as it is. Hold the blade the other way. Does it matter? Oh. It really doesn't matter how long. Whatever. I'm gonna... It's super cool. So we hold the blade the other way? Oh, the icon.
Now versus after your switch. You switch your grip on the blade.
That's pretty cool.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Okay, fine. You're right.
That's pretty cool.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Like, that's so small, right? But the devs put that in there. I just think that's so neat. Whoa, you can throw the blade out the window? That's crazy. We're gonna enter the basement with it, though, because y'all said to.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Whoa!
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh!
No, thank you.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Oh, you literally have to take... Okay, take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, or take the soft stairs to the right. Bex said go left. Wow, so this very much depends. Alright, I guess we go left then. We simp in this house, it's true. I welcome all simpers here. Alright, let's go left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as
Holy
you
crap!
down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Whoa.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old
it's
devilish
fine.
ways.
That was weird, but it happened.
Princess,
It's fine. We're
eyes
okay.
bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Slay the princess. What's up, Santo? Good morning. You know this ends up being some people's first route in the whole game? Really? I'm just kind of letting viewers show me which princesses are good here. I'm kind of letting them help me since I've already been through this game once and have gotten the best ending that I think that I could have possibly gotten. But I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I'm seeing a lot of princesses. I don't think I've seen any of these before, but I've also never watched playthroughs of it. I've only seen what I played through back on Halloween. She turned into a Karen. As soon as I realized it's an option. Dang. Tell you everything's okay. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
What?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Make even more of her. Okay. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You're apparently a threat. I'm getting you out of here. Leave her in the basement or slay the princess. Just more princesses for Finn to kill. Just one blade. That gets complicated.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we
No, I
even
want
do
multiple
that?
of
Where
her.
would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Oh my god. I wanna stall. If we keep asking her questions, does she just keep multiplying?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Okay, I don't guess any more is gonna happen here. So... Oh, yo! Why is it doing that? They're like all an option. What is this? Why is it doing this?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know.
We've entered the
You're
multiverse,
the
I see.
person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Oh boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it?
Oh, one for each. I get it. I see.
Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
But what if we didn't slay her?
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Well, so you have no... Okay, you just like have to...
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once, your charge forward, to the princess, just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves.
That's wild. This quantum slay. Shitsu perfecto, nice, the printer happy.
Falls apart? I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them.
Oh my god!
It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Oh, my bad.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. I made a monogamous. Look at me. What have I done? If you do the street first run, she's the princess you meet at the heart of the shambling mound. Really? Wow. I think I'm gonna reassure her. I think I'm gonna reassure her that it's gonna be okay. I guess it didn't matter, huh? But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Music in this chapter before you go down the steps is a mix of several of the various vessel themes. Oh, wild. I think she's still a beauty deep inside, really deep. She's a lot better put together in that case, both mentally and physically. I see.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, we're gonna approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to
see where the vessel is. Oh, thank you so much, Tyrion, for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's really sweet of you. I don't see the option here. What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Yeah, Twitch is doing a thing right now where they add like so many bits, I think. Yeah, bonus bits. That's what it is.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Oh, wow.
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Nice.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and you're here to slay her.
Okay, so... Well, you don't even have an option to leave the cabin. Or, like, to not go to the cabin. So, let's silently go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I don't know, I say, what have you seen so far this stream? Oh, yes, we've seen the Ghost, the Nightmare, and the Shattered. Yeah, the Shattered is the one we just did. The Fractal one? So... I say we go this time. We've taken the blade down there every time. So I say this time. Did we see the razor yet? No. I don't recall that name. I don't recall that name. How would you get that one? If you want a funny route, I recommend bringing the blade and asking questions after doing a step forward to kill her. I see we're going for spooks. They're kind of leading me towards the spooks here. Because this is just supposed to be like a fun playthrough that they kind of like show me and help me with the routes here. Because I'm very happy with the first playthrough. I went blind and I'm very happy with what I got. So I'm more than happy just kind of vibing this playthrough. By killing her like you did for the Spectre, but then doubting that she's dead. Okay, I see what you're saying. So we go in there and we kill her, and then like, instead of leaving her, you like check her pulse? Is that it? The razor is the same as the ghost, but retrieving the blade after. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it.
Okay, so continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and she's so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill
So-
me or something?
So, help me remember. You still your nerves and step forward, correct? You go forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking. I'm probably chained up in this basement. So, you should just...
She's unarmed.
You don't drop the blade. I thought for some reason you dropped the blade first, but... So you slay her. You just freaking do it. You just do it. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Slay the princess? It's this one, right? Just rush in and kill. Okay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? But is it over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not, that was too easy.
Over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
Remove the blade or check for a pulse? It's check for a pulse, right? Because that's like doubting that she's dead. And another one bites the dust. Or it doesn't matter, really. Does it matter which one you do? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna check for the pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse. Even though we definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait.
Oh.
What was that? You know what that was? That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The razor, we did it. Okay, let's go.
You're on a path. You're here.
Alright. Oh, you can turn around and leave here. But we're gonna proceed to the cabin.
a warning. She will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Tells you that you die every time because he has to convince you that you're dead. Wow. That's something. Alright, gang. Are we taking the blade or are we just entering the basement willy-nilly? I think we can take the blade. We've taken the blade all evening, so... So she's clear. Unless... Oh, y'all, this is so funny. And you dying is what makes it reset. Oh. Wild.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
What?
As you descend the final step,
Oh
the
my
form
God.
of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
We might be able to fist fight her without a blade. There's 2 razor endings, but I prefer the new knife one. Oh well, it's okay. That's also why he narrates everything to you at all. This is all a mutual creation between you and the princess. He has no power except the power to convince you that something's there. Yeah, this game is like very deep. It's like crazy.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
Look at her, she's so
trying to trick
smug.
us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out here if you drop it. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Approach the princess. Screw it, slay the princess. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye, turn and leave. Her smug mod sus. She's still a cutie though, she really is. So the princess is sus. She a little sus, isn't she? Let's try and tone down the situation here. Since we've... Can we talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped.
Katsu,
and
hello,
annoying,
welcome
and
in.
You should just come over here and let me out.
Aww.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab
She's a
us
princess.
if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
No, you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
For looking asleep. Thank you so much, Katsu. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I hope you sleep well. Good night, good night. Yeah, I think she has a knife.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
No, I think she's armed. Prove it.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
So she says she doesn't. It must be okay.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
She is sweating.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
I'll give a kiss. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious.
So rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Do the first one.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My
He is
secret
petty.
zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that
Oh.
one. She seems serious.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
I told y'all. She's sweet and innocent.
You are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Just keep talking to her.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is.
You call this a night? I'm sold.
Or time
Yep.
travel, or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Ha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only.
Do I still keep talking to her?
It actually happens.
What if we're both honest with each other? I was sitting here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after. Okay, let's do this one.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. Then she slices through her arm.
I had a heart attack because of the blade sound.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange, before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defence. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
An arms race, a speed run?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Cheated and paranoid. The strongest voices. I think the Smitten's pretty powerful as well. I like the Smitten a lot. The Smitten is still my favorite.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure.
Oh,
Take
dang.
the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
You still can't see the mirror.
Air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't.
He was able to do the same override the narrator's control to do what he wants that the cheetah just did. Oh. Yeah, the damsel. I can feel the air coming up from behind it. Okay, approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying.
He can't see the mirror because he's in the mirror.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
You can punch the razor straight in the face? That's funny.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Broken is a
Step
mood.
forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with
Like
her
how the
blood.
damsel would get
Empty flesh of her
deconstructed if
arms
you
flopping
questioned
to
her.
elbows,
She's putting less
pulling
effort into her.
sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's
That's
loose,
so true.
and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. That's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. Me. So real. We're going to fight her. She wants by killing us. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. We're gonna appeal to her authority. Oh, should we flirt? I'm good with appealing to her authority and flirting. We're gonna flirt.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess.
Well, I hate to
She
tell
wants
you
to
this.
kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster? I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you, romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out for a date. Give her the look. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? These are so good. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how I'm gonna go with this.
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks. A
Aww.
wide grin cuts across her face.
This is great.
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still gonna kill you though.
No.
Or not.
At least she likes us.
I've never
I've never been liked before.
mood.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
At least I made her blush while she killed me.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past
Freaking love
1.
smitten.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices.
He's just so lost the
that
further
think
this
we
goes
might
on.
stand any kind of chance.
There is, you do at some point do feel bad for the narrator.
Come on, show me something new.
We're going to appeal to her authority. I'm good with this. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic! Flee! She skewers you.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
She's skewering me.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working.
Her teeth are wicked, man.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right.
One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and
You die. Oh. 4. Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can
True.
think of a better way to die.
True. Spitting facts over here. Narration like.
Eh, they're all the same.
Love this Cold War reference.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine. You make your way to
Dude,
the
she looks
basement, where
weird.
the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Ooh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
I don't know.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Me?
Yes, behold
The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her
I
out?
That looked painful.
Behold, everyone, I would like to show you the perfect woman here. Look at her. In all of her glory. She's so totally huggable, don't you agree?
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This is what peak femininity looks like. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. She is quite sharp, isn't she?
Narrator,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
I know. Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought, free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. She has to do a spin really fast. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Which prisoner? Oh yeah, I think, yes, it was the headless root. You do so, glaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. Once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
The way it's described, almost like you're parts of a greater whole, huh? Yes! Holy crap. Or maybe traumatically ripped asunder and then forced to think of themselves as separate beings. Oh! I don't want to feel anything, please. Yeah, we have one more.
Do you know what we'll find out there? This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Alright, so we have one more route to go? Does it say?
One.
Yeah.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
She'll be waiting for me. Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Alright, let's go. Let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I believe I got the adversary last time, didn't I? People that have watched my last playthrough, I believe I did get the adversary. No, I have not.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, gang, taking the blade or to take the blade or not to take the blade. I haven't seen the adversary at all. Okay. I don't know why that sounded familiar to me, but I guess I haven't. To take? Okay, we will take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement, her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it...
Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
She's so...
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, gang. So, am I talking to her or do I step forward? I'm just trying not to get the same princesses I got last time. That's the thing. I want to get new princesses this time. And I cannot for the life of me remember all of the stuff or, you know, decisions I made last time. So you drop the knife and slay her, or talk to her once then tighten your grip. Okay, so are we trying to get the adversary one here? Either of those will lead to it. Okay. Well, it doesn't give me an option here to drop the knife. So I can, like, still your nerves and step forward? Right now, talk to her.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Only as Marukiri Kazuma, don't blame her. You know me too well already.
Dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
So you talk to her and then you tighten your grip, correct? Then tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. Then when you get the option, you can either drop it and then choose to slay her, or you can tighten your grip. So here, you can either drop it and then choose to slay her. Now pick any other option except slaying her, questioning if she's armed. After that, attack her and then pick finish the job. Okay, hold up. Alright, I need to take off my hoodie really quick because it's getting hot. Stretching. Okay, so we're dropping the blade here. After I take off my hoodie. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Posture check.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, we've talked enough. Okay, I'm hydrating. Thank you for the care package. Okay. Do we talk to her anymore? Or just say that we've talked enough? Y'all's call. I think you say you've talked enough. Okay. We'll do that. Sorry, I was doing something real quick anyway. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ow.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
We're a Birdman. Finish the job? It would be big, true. She did. They should actually put her in a DLC or something. They should.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
They should put her dress for Kitty. Oh, that would
The
be
princess
amazing.
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Just your dress, nothing else.
do you really think this is the end?
I sure hope not. I would like to
But
see
you
you
don't
again.
have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
And you
and
die.
you die.
The adversary. I could have sworn I've gotten this before.
You're on
But
a
maybe
path
not.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and you're here to slay.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning, but she will
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
We got to the path, but we do not tread it. Okay. I will go through this one blind.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
I do
Cabin's
deserve to see
tighter
the
than
giantess of
Syria would
mommies,
suggest.
actually.
its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Y'all, if I'm about to see a Dami Mommy here, I do not want to take the blade. I do not want to kill her. In fact, I would like to live peacefully with her. Oh, was it the goddess I got last time? I don't think that I'm going to take the blade. I'm gonna enter the basement. No, I did take the blade the first time, but I can't remember if I took the blade any of the other times. I do know that I didn't use it often because I did not want to slay the princess at all. She wants you to take okay. If she wants me to take it, if she's into that, I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm sorry, I did not even question that. Tyrion said she wants you to take it, so I took it.
Creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
She's into it. Oh my god.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Holy shit.
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Y'all, she's so hot. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Where were y'all the first time I played this? Oh my god. Thank y'all for my life.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, I hope she does.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Holy shit. Mommy, sorry? Mommy, sorry? Tiefling mommy.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
She is into it.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I'm gonna have fun, too. So you do remember me. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight you, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I don't know what's happening to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. We're not turning around, we are staying for this. Is it Warrior Devil? I'm actually here to free you. I'm gonna say that. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death.
Okay.
I want to feel your knife split my flesh.
Okay.
And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Okay.
Is that really too much to ask?
No. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again.
Well,
Another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
kinky. Yeah, I'm into
We
it.
don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it. Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough, I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay?
The soundtrack is good.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my empathy. Apathy, even. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna say don't worry, I'm gonna do a good. The real question is why death doesn't affect us in the same way it affects the princess. Very true. It's a good question.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Oh.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm not gonna attempt to free the princess because that's not what she wants. I'm gonna attack the princess because that's what she wants. Real question is, actually it does affect us the same way, hence the voices. True. The narrator states why during the quiz sesh in the mirror if you ask the right question. Ah. I see. Well, let's attack the princess then. She obviously wants to fight, so let's do it. Let's do it.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, This world needs you to win.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course.
Yes, please tell me.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
How do you make her bigger? Your ass husband. Do we bait an opening and outmaneuver her, strike her at her heart head on, or run? Try to outmaneuver her.
Push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
That's what I would have chose anyway.
Do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
You do.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The eye of the needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet.
Stubborn's like violence.
Is the answer here, but the method is equally
is the
important
answer.
to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space.
Oh. Seems like all of our answers are right in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought.
Perfect woman.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Oh.
See? We have
So we're taking the blade.
space
It is confirmed we are taking the blade.
Space or she'll kill us. Take it.
Take the blade. Does it matter, really? Or does it matter? What are we doing? I ran from her the only time I've gotten here. I'm excited to see what happens. Okay, I actually need to go and get the cat. He's yelling at me, so hold on just a second. Okay, I have my cat now. Resting Pog. I have a lot of AFK faces that they like. That all of my viewers like. Oh, I love that baby. Alright. I take it. It's in character to do. You can leave the knife and pick it back up later anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating.
I'm not gonna
before
do
you
it
open
again.
As if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
All we see is a damned mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it or wipe it clean. Does it matter? Okay, I'm gonna wipe the mirror clean. Doesn't matter.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the
Oh.
basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, then what about you come and get one? I know you can get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight? Continue to the basement landing.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, luring yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Hello?
Her face widens into a broad grin.
Hello?
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh.
Oh god.
Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay. Do you want the ending where you give her a good fight this time? Yes. Let's do it. Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me. If you want a good fight, you really want to see me at my best. We need somewhere with more space. I choke. I wish that were an option. You run? Step closer, stopping just outside her chains. There's no option to run. Does it tell girls all day? Yo, there's no option to run. I can either step closer or slay the princess. What should I do? Tell her you need somewhere with more space.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
I'm sorry, but I think we should see other people.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Yo, she is so hot.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Oh.
Do it.
What am I doing?
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Okay, you can really get a good appreciation for how big she's gotten out here. I know, right? I know. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now, and out here I have the upper hand, but we don't have to fight. You're falling right into my trap. Slay the princess. We live rent-free in her head, and that's all I ask for, to be honest, because she lives rent-free in mine. Does it matter what we choose here? Shall we slay her? Slay her? Slaying.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Delivered her in. Not Ursa and Mia's. Kaio, what's up? It's IC Coyote time. What's up? Welcome in. Thank you for the biddies. We already pay delivery. In Mia's head. True.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't
Kaio, thank you for the biddies.
we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Yo, this is so hot. But also, Kaio, thank you so much. What the heck? You're so sweet. Thank you. Nice. Thank you so much. Also, welcome in. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well. Give me a bonk. Oh, so it has to be over 300. I see. Well, thank you so much, Kaio. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going, we can't stop now! You spy an opening. She's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
She hugged us? What? Oh, thank you, Tyrion, so much. Thank you.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Of course. Wow. But you do not have the chance to respawn, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's gone.
Oh, thank you for the gifted
did she
sub,
go?
B. Or, no,
Should we
Bex,
try and
thank
find her?
you.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Hype
Why
train
now?
again? You approach the
This
mirror.
doesn't feel right. Thing reeks of death.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all are crazy. Thank you.
Need to find the princess.
And you know it. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in a shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. I mean, I don't know that I really want... Do we have to answer? I mean, this is our second playthrough, so... I pretty much asked all the questions last time. So... Sorry, I keep burping. Yeah, let's just break the mirror here. I don't need answers. I got an achievement for it. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. My beloved.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Yeah, I've already asked her all these questions.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and
Truly the
reacting.
perfect woman.
But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
I with this power, I
Or
know!
will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Y'all, I cannot. I could know this. If I press Slay the Princess, it's gonna bring me to something I have never seen before. However, I cannot bring myself to slay her. I cannot. Yeah, I left the place with her last time. I don't know though. Oh, thank you so much, Tyrion, for the gifted sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, there has to be another way. This one? Is it this one? This one right here?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again. And with the dance of our conflict, I
I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small. Do you remember the moment of your triumph? Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down? My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Is stagnation so bad? Can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought you to protect others, not to better myself. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent. I'm turned up.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
I gotta let this cat out. He's like, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. We would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. I have not witnessed that. Stop the fight early and surrender? Can I do this? Or will I get the same exact ending as before? Keep going?
Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. The masses mold you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
Okay, I'm so sorry, but I have to, like, BRB again. Sorry. Just a second. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back. Alright, so we keep going, right? She's basically the tower, but even bigger and more powerful, so I figure Mia deserved to know. You know, someone did on YouTube tell me that there was an extremely, like, dommy mommy. Like, more so than the tower. You get her by making a perfect being and then making her imperfect. I see.
You saw with a single pair of eyes what you needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
In one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Oh. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. That is what it takes to rid the world of death. I could bear the solitude. I won't engage with this. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you now. I'll leave with you. Just... Thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I'm aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it.
Oh.
I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But without redemption, there can be no sin. And I would sacrifice everything to free you again. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. I want to engage with violence.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh. What should I do? Do you think will happen if we leave here? I don't want to slay the princess. So you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. This one? The very bottom one? You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. Gotcha.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
What am I ready for? Like, I don't understand. I'm ready. I'm gonna say I'm ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we SpongeBob ready?
Then let's go. And here we are.
Are you ready,
I'd say we
Mr.
were
Crab?
back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there,
Come on, get
jumbled up in the rest
Come
of
here.
her.
Come on. You're driving me nuts. Can you please be still for like 2 more seconds? Not much longer, then we can go to sleep. Okay. Take the blade or enter the basement. What should we do? Oh, no blade?
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it.
Hello,
but your
Ayla.
judgment has gotten us this far.
Nice.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first...
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will... Maybe there's
Oh,
still
whoops,
room
sorry.
for us
I accidentally
to
clicked
chat
it.
before
My
the final
cat.
curtain call. What do you say?
I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Yeah, she's not chained. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a god.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Take her hand in yours. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't want, like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know what this... We don't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
I want that too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Yeah, it is. Are you
I'm
going to
not
be
sure
okay
I'll be
alone?
for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Yeah. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room of the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
I love you too.
Yeah! Yeah, we got the L word, that's it.
But I'm
that's
trying
it.
not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Sorry. Yes! Incredible! The L word. The L worded. She's even better than Emily, right? It's great. This is such a good game, y'all. This is so good. If you'd like to... Ooh. Emily could never. Alright, let's return to the main menu here. Wild. That was great. I had a lot of fun. The Unknown Together is such a great name for this route. It really is. What an incredible game. I really, really love it. Are you ever going to try their other games? Yes, it is in my wish list. I will play it eventually. So during the mirror portion with the narrator, he tells you that knowing her true nature is bad, as your perception alters what she becomes, which is why he was always vague, shifty. And if you consider this while playing, you can understand why various options lead to certain behaviors, actions, vessels, etc. As it all has to do with how the MC perceives her. That is so crazy. Oh, Apothecary, thank you for the hydrate. I'm hydrating. I've been doing a lot of talking. That was your ending, but with the chapter 1 no princess? Nice. Well. This was really good. I got hydrated again. I really like that ending. I was scared of not getting a good ending. But I guess... there's not really a bad ending unless you decide to slay her. She even calls the princess a being of perception. The only reason she can send you back to collect more princesses is that she convinces you that she has the power. I see. The only real bad ending is killing her. And I don't want to do that. I already knew I didn't want to do that. Kitty kitty. Alright, gang. So, as I stated before I got into the game, I have to get up early in the morning, like 5 a.m. early. So, we're not gonna raid out this evening. And we're gonna end stream here pretty quick because I need to try and go to sleep. He says that if she can, if only you believe her. Oh, are you planning to watch the dev stream on Saturday? Everyone will be doing their respective roles. I will try to make that. That actually seems pretty cool to make. We'll see. We'll see. That would be pretty cool. Thank you so much for the biddies, Chloe. I appreciate it. That's so nice. Thank y'all. No rage. Excuse me. I will try to sleep. I'm so sorry, Ayla. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully. We'll be playing Night Security. And also, I totally freaking forgot. House Flipper 2 is coming out tomorrow as well. We might have to play that this weekend. Oh. I wake up at the same time. I actually long commute to work. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to take or help with... My mom has an appointment very early in the morning and we have to travel a little bit, so we have to wake up super early. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. But good night, everybody. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the biddies and the subbies. Thank you. Y'all are all so sweet. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. If the stream doesn't happen, I will ping everyone in Discord and let y'all know, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. I'm so excited for Monster Hunter. I wish I could get into Monster Hunter as well. Alright everyone, good night. Y'all have lovely evenings. Or, if you're on the other side of the world, have a good day. Night night everyone. Atsumiya, good night.